Is this tricky doing two things at once?
Yes, it's like doing this.
Hi, I'm Enza. Welcome to Canvasations. Today I'm joined by Nicholette, a female entrepreneur, mum, and Canva ambassador. Nicholette has set up a successful small business in Denver, helping thousands of entrepreneurs profit from their passions. She'll be sharing her advice and experience on how to make sure your small business is on the path to success. Welcome, Nicholette.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. I'd love to find out more about your journey, but first, what does your business do?
I work with female business owners and I help them grow their reach and make an impact online with my Canva and Kajabi design and strategy services.
And if you had to kind of share the motivation of why you started your own business, why is that?
I think just earlier on in my career, I wanted the freedom of working for myself. When I was 11, I actually had this thing called Little Jobs, so I would go to all my neighbors and I had like this whole list that they could pick from. It's like, do you want me to wash your car or walk your dog or go do grocery shopping for you?
Wow, so
that was my first business.
That's amazing. You were an entrepreneur from 11. I love it. That's fantastic. So what's one thing you think has made your business successful?
I think knowing your audience from the very beginning, I was really clear about what I wanted to offer and who I wanted to work with. And I think this is where I see a lot of business owners or newer business owners make their mistake, is that they're trying to serve a wider audience or be everything to everyone, and that can make your life really difficult.
One of my favorite sayings is, when you try to target everyone, you actually target no one.
Yes.
It's quite a hard thing. How do you get to know your audience?
First, know for yourself who it is that you want to work for. Make it about you first, because I feel like you want to work with a certain client that lights you up versus drains you.
I think that's some great advice. You really want to fuel your passion instead of fizzle it out. How do you approach engaging your audience?
I feel like right now the most effective way is definitely videos. People can see your face, hear your voice, and build up that recognition with you.
So Nicholette, how did you find focus in your business?
So for me, I found common themes of what my ideal clients were struggling with. And a lot of that was being able to have go-to graphics or create their own graphics for their business. In having those conversations, I could pick up on those similar themes that they were having, and following up with like a quick survey. So I could use their words in my marketing and just kind of formulate my solutions. So that was very helpful for me.
Okay, so once someone has determined their audience, what would you say would be the next step?
Yeah, so once you know who you want to work with, then you want to figure out how you want to work with them. And that's where those conversations is so helpful, to see what common themes and problems come up, what solutions they're looking for, where they're constantly frustrated with. I always say, if you could wave a magic wand, what would the outcome look like? And then based on that, like, you can see what background and experience and skill set that you have, so that you can uniquely help them in that way.
What are some of the research methods or ways that you can find your niche?
So if you start your email, which is one of the first things that I think you should do, grow your email list. You can use your email list to filter people into certain groups. You can ask them questions, you can survey them. People love interacting like on stories specifically. So even if it's just like the yes and no, or the bar where they swipe and they vote, in a style that they like. But maybe just trying different things and then seeing which of those gives you the best results.
Has your niche evolved from when you first started?
It has. So at first it was the newer business owner who wants to DIY their business. And now it's interesting because a lot of them, they're either in between and they have a team member who's doing it for them. So I'm more at the established business owner now who has a team. But the problem now is that the team member doesn't have the design background. And so now it's creating resources for the team members, in a sense.
What are some of the things that have forced you to evolve out of your comfort zone with your business?
You're going to expand in your skill set anyway, but one of the most important things is to continually work on your mindset. So you're going to have fears, do it anyway. You're going to have people say things that doesn't feel good, do it anyway, take action anyway. You can realize that you can actually do a lot more than what you give yourself credit for.
I have heard you have a unique party trick.
I wish like I could fold like a swan or something more elegant. I don't know why my brain decided to attach to this specific thing.
Could you tell us what this party trick is?
It is folding a chicken out of a napkin.
I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to ask you to fold the chicken out of your napkin.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a quick fire round where I'm going to ask you questions quite quickly.
Wow. At the same time.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, let's go. Start. What is your favorite color?
Blue.
What is your favorite font?
Nanito at the moment.
What's something you hope that you'll never stop doing?
Working with female business owners.
What is one word that you can use to describe being a mumpreneur?
Fulfilling.
What's something that you've learnt?
That I'm capable of a lot more than I thought.
Where's somewhere that you go for inspiration?
Oh, nature. Just taking a walk.
What is the best thing about running your own business?
Freedom.
Oh my goodness. It actually looks like a chicken.
It's a spatchcock chicken.
How did you learn that?
I have no idea when I learned that or...
Oh, well done. That's great.
Well, thank you.
So Nicholette, before we finish our chat, where can people find you?
So I am Nicholette Styles on the internet and on Instagram and Facebook. And then you can also learn more about me at the Canva template shop.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us, Nicholette.
Thank you so much for having me. That was so fun.
Thanks for joining our Canvasation. Don't forget to let us know what you'd like to learn in the comment section below, and make sure you hit subscribe so that you never miss an episode.